we now have some official confirmations from Ivory Coast. Now, as it stands, the president of Ivory Coast is still missing. Nobody knows the whereabouts of the president of Ivory Coast. Now, as we speak, the capital city of Ivory Coast is now under the control of military. Military have decided to take control of everything right now in Ivory Coast. The president is not seen anywhere close to the capital of Ivory Coast. Even his office, there's no signs of him being there since yesterday when this coup started. Now, the military is working so hard to overthrow the current government. That's why you see them pushing for this agenda to withdraw the current sitting president from power. Since you know, their president have been pushing so much for the elimination of our one and only Captain Ibrahim Traore, and he is also the cause of the destabilization of the security in the northern part of Burkina Faso. He is also the cause of the destabilization of security in among the whole countries in the Sahel region. Now, it's said that the same president has been working closely with both France and the West, and those people have been funding him to destabilize the security in those two countries.
Ladies and gentlemen, news coming out of West Africa, Ivory Coast to be precise, says that there's been a coup plot, a successful coup plot to remove this man, Alassane Ouattara, who was the president of that country. Now the story says he's been removed, he's now gone away and is in hiding. So there's a new government in place in Ivory Coast. Now this is still alleged. You know, nothing has been officially confirmed. There has been, no reports coming out officially from the government, the old one or the current one. So we don't know, but the internet is rife with stories coming out of Ivory Coast. Some people have been able to smuggle out information of what is going on there. And there is confirmation on the internet, not officially, that Alassane Ouattara, this guy here, has now been removed from power. Now, we would expect that, in due course, there'll be an announcement and we will be sure. Right now, everything I'm telling you is alleged because it's not been officially confirmed by anybody, from the government in Ivory Coast. Now, a little bit about Ivory Coast and Alassane Ouattara. You understand that a lot of Africans are not happy with this man and his government in Ivory Coast because of the issue with the Burkina Faso president and the issue he's having with the Westerners. This man is seen by Africans as a traitor who is trying to help the Westerners to remove that young man who Africans now see, as a very, very important figure in African politics. Alassane Ouattara is thought to be conniving with the French and the Americans in their bid to remove the Burkina Faso president. So he is a very unpopular man in Africa now, and I believe, to a large extent also unpopular at home. He has been the president of that country for as long as I can remember, for very, very long, and is a dictator. Of course, he has the West behind him. This is the kind of dictator the West likes because he does what they want. He helps them do their dirty job. In Africa, he is a puppet. So they don't care how long he's been there. But someone like the Burkina Faso president, who is loved by everybody at home and across Africa, is the one they want to remove because, of course, he is stopping them from continuing to exploit his country. Anyway, the alleged coup is over. Maybe there's a mop-up going on now. So we will expect to hear pretty soon from the coup plotters, whatever government gets in power, either the old government, if they are still there, or the new one. And as soon as the statement comes out, you'll be sure to know from me. Thanks for watching, and please like and share.
Yo. And another one falls. I'm not a Bible thumper, but the last shall be the first and the first shall be last. What am I talking about? Have you seen Africa? Have you seen West Africa? Have you seen Africa, period? Cameroon just gave the plant president 3 days to get out. And the Ivory Coast, yes, my brothers and sisters, just pulled a coup to free themselves from these plants that the Western world has put there. Hundreds of years of starving, of raping the landscape, of taking all the resources while paying for them. Europe is finally waking up to the fact that, hey, we may have done something wrong. Freedom today and tomorrow.
Le départ du mon général Mamadi Monaba fait gâter du Bouya. Il est arrivé, c'est aujourd'hui. Regardez, mon général est là. Mon général est là. Mon général est là. L'arrivée de mon général Mamadi Monaba fait gâter du Bouya. Mon général Mamadi, mon général, mon général, mon général Mamadi Monaba fait gâter du Bouya. Fait gâter du Bouya. Et à le départ, tout le monde, ils sont engagés, ils sont prêts, ils sont prêts. Il est venu, il est venu, il est là, il est là. Mon général est là, mon général est là, il est là, il est là. Mon général est là, il est là, il est là. Il est venu, le général des généraux, le président des présidents, c'est le meilleur président au monde, meilleur président au monde, meilleur président au monde. Mon général Mamadi Monaba fait gâter du Bouya. Eh mon général, mon général, mon général, on est là, on est là, on t'accompagne, mon général, Amara, mon général Amara, il connaît, qui va quitter. Ah, Ousmane Doumbouya, on est là, Moukapa Mourana Souma, ah, Nazala Gawara, on est là, on l'accompagne, Mourana Souma, on est là, il est là, il est prêt, il sort, il est là, il est prêt.
It is not easy as before. It is not easy as you see people you are thinking. You Ruto, we are coming for you. You Raila, we are coming for you. You Kalonzo, we are coming for you. You Gachagua, we are coming for you. All the entire ministers of the fucking shit regime, we are coming for you. All the police, the DCIs, all the intelligence securities in Kenya, we are coming for you. I have given you Mr. Ruto, Mr. Raila, Mr. Kalonzo, with the all entire Moi student to resign the Kenyan politic as soon as possible before we landed in Kenya. We are not joking. We are tired with games that you people you are playing since the independent up to date. We now demand the space for all generation, for all Gen Zs, for all youths to occupy those spaces. Otherwise, what is happening in Ivory Coast, we are applying as soon possible in Kenya. We are not going to joke with you Ruto, with you Kalonzo, with you Gachagua, with you Raila, and the entire team. We want Kenya to be free, and free that ever been before. All the prison will set off. We are going to release all the prison, and we are going to arrest all of you. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. We are going to occupy all the airports. We are going to occupy all the territories, all the borders, without fear or favors, because tumejipanga. We had prepared very, very well. We had prepared very, very well. And I'm sending this message to all police officers who are trained to kill the civilian. I am sending this message to all military defense forces who are trained to shoot and to kill our young innocents. We are going to occupy State House. We are going to occupy the parliament of those fake calls the MPs. And we are going to occupy all the state lodges in the republic. Soon possible, you will get to understand this one man who's speaking here. You might see it as a joke because I am addressing on the TikTok. But soon possible, you people, you will understand the game that we are preparing. Not the end of this year, not the next month, not the second follow month. But let me tell you, this regime of Ruto, this regime of Moi students, they must go home. I, one man, I am going to resign all of you without fear or favor. I salute all Kenyans, all civilians. We are not going to attempt you. We are not going to kill any civilian, but we are going to protect our civilian. No matter what will take us to do that. Thank you very much.
Trump versus Ramaphosa. There are only two outcomes to this scenario. The details might differ, but generally speaking, there are two outcomes. This image here is a representation of the first outcome. The first outcome is where Rama and his entourage gets a PK. Okay? Where Trump, JD Vance, and whoever is in their cohort insists on a rollback of black economic empowerment and a cancellation of expropriation without compensation. Because to be honest, in the modern world that we live in 30 years after democracy in South Africa, it is unconstitutional to seize people's property. There is no trail of prior ownership anywhere for the last 100 years or more that has not been bought by sweat and tears. Sure, we all disagree about previously disadvantaged individuals where we find ourselves now, because there has been a lot of advantage given to the previously disadvantaged in the last 3 decades. Irrespective of that, this is the first scenario where the power imbalance between the United States and South Africa, which there is, South Africa is a little speck on the dot or the globe of world economic trade. We are nothing besides the minerals that we own, which most of the ANC legacy ANC members actually own. In fact, Rama's brother-in-law, Patrice Motsepe, is one of them. And I sit and wonder, this is now besides the point, where did Ramaphosa get all his money? Because he was a freedom fighter, and then suddenly he was a very, very, very rich guy. So that's the first scenario. And Julius Malema is going to have a field day irrespective of this outcome. And I'll show you now. But before we get there, do you know what the name Julius actually means? So Julius means youthful or downy, softness and freshness. He's not that fresh, to be honest, unless he thinks he's the Fresh Prince of ballet. Juju's gonna have a field day. I'm betting he's sitting there opening champagne now, and not Cap Classique like we get here, proper champagne, funded most likely by the VBS scenario, eating a rare steak, bleu, and just watching the scenario, because whether it's scenario 1, where ANC fails to negotiate a proper trade deal, or whether it's scenario 2, which sees Ramaphosa pulling in some golfing legends, one of the richest, if not the richest man in South Africa, and a flaky, dodgy DA guy, Steenhuisen, part of the GNU, which, by the way, is probably going to give the biggest knock to the DA that's ever been seen after this debacle. If they sell out South Africa, that's the only second option, is bribing America with the mineral resources that South Africa owns. I mean, come on, let's be honest. Our GDP and our trade deficit with the US is not something to write home about. So there's going to be deals made that we'll probably not even see as South African citizens if second option is exercised. They'll sell us out, me with my white skin and you with your black skin, brown skin, yellow skin, purple skin, and all of your children. You know why? Because the ANC is at risk of being sanctioned individually. There's individuals in the ANC that risk losing everything. Just look at politics. Politics is a game, it's a chess game of rich men that have been enriched by the politics that they play. Nothing else. Look at all the politicians. They've made their fortunes out of the citizens of South Africa, and that's especially true for the ANC. So, scenario 1 or scenario 2. Next election, if we even make it, it's going to be EFF and MK, because they are going to have a field day with this. Rama cannot go back on expropriation without compensation. He can't, because that will kill the ANC. The only option he has is to subtly, softly, in the back corridors of the Oval Office, sell out and sell South Africa and its people. And the golfers don't care. It's probably a hole-in-one for them, right?